Hi sewing friends, welcome to my sewing room. My name is Beth, and if you're new, welcome. Today I'm going to make a little nativity using this fabric that I purchased last year. It is a Joann's fabric and they are no longer in business when I am filming this, and I did not buy it from them. I think I went on Etsy and I found it because it has been out for a while. And this is more of an inspirational video since the fabric might be hard to find, but there are probably other fabrics that have a similar idea where you can cut out the shapes and then stuff them, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to cut them out and put them together in this little project. After cutting my little figure out, the little shepherd out, I looked for a backing fabric and I chose a red polka dot that was a skirt in a previous life. It's cotton fabric, and I will be cutting two shapes out of the red polka dot that are the same size as my shepherd. I received some beautiful red thread from my friend Doris in my sewing room here. She sends me little things once in a while, and I'm using her beautiful red thread on this project today. It's a Connecting Threads brand thread that came on this really big cone. I'll probably have red thread for a really long time. I don't often match my thread, but this is a great project to use with the matching thread. After getting my machine set up, I took my three shapes. There's one front and two backs, and I'm marking the top and the bottom right in the center, a 1/4 inch away from the edge. I'm starting with the two back pieces, and I also marked the spot where I need to stop for the opening. So I'm going to leave an opening in these two pieces. I'm going to start at that top dot and also down to my first marking for the opening, and then I will sew beginning at that second mark for the opening and stop at the dot that's on the bottom of this back piece. So I have sewn two pieces together, just half, and then I'm going to open that up, and I will be sort of folding that back and putting the front of my shepherd lining up the dots with the dots on those two back pieces, and I'll sew on both sides of my shepherd from dot to dot. After turning him right side out, I am going to stuff with some pillow stuffing here, and I am also using, for the first one, I'm using some crushed walnut shells to give it a little bit of weight. I often use these with pin cushions, and I thought I could use this in my little people so that they would stay upright when I have them sitting on a table. Towards the end of the video, I'm going to show you another idea for weighting them down that worked even better for this project. So for this first one though, I'm going to use those crushed walnut shells before stitching up the back of my shepherd. After adding those walnut shells, mainly for just the bottom of the shepherd, I put in a little piece of batting to hold the walnut shells in while I stitch that opening closed. For the little sheep, I just cut a backing out of one piece of fabric, and I'm beginning at the bottom, and I'll be leaving an opening so that I can put a little bit of that pillow stuffing inside. Did the same thing with the donkey. I just cut out the donkey, leaving enough fabric around for my seam, and then I cut out one piece of the red fabric for the backing. I stuffed both the donkey and the sheep, and then I found some red felt in my stash here, and I'll be using that for the bottom of my little animal. After stuffing the donkey, I figured out about the right shape that I needed. This does not need to be exact. I just laid the donkey, sort of stood him up on that felt piece and tried to see if it was the right shape. And here you can see it's just a little bit big, so I trimmed it down. And then I will be hand stitching around that felt piece. But first, I'm going to add the secret ingredient for getting my people and animals to stand upright. After getting that felt piece sewn on almost completely, I left a little opening, and I'm going to slide in 2 or 3 pennies here, and that is going to give the weight I need for this donkey. In fact, all of my shapes and people and animals, it's going to give the weight that I need for them to stand up. The pennies worked out really great. I'm glad I thought of that because the walnut shells would have been a little bit tricky to do with the animals and those felt bottoms. So I'm glad that I was able to think of using the pennies. And now last but not least, I will be putting the baby Jesus together with one piece for the backing, a little bit of stuffing, and then I'll be making the manger. For my manger, I took two 3.5-inch squares. I'm going to put them right sides together. I'll be sewing all the way around, leaving an opening so I can turn this right side out. After pressing and closing up that opening, I'm going to sew just 1/2 inch away from the point. After I've folded this square in half, I'm going to go around and just sew 1/2 inch from that corner there, and this will make the little basket I need for the baby Jesus. Like I mentioned, I've had this fabric for quite a while, and I'm really happy I was able to finally get moving on this project that I had been thinking about a while. I wasn't sure how it was going to all come together, but I'm very pleased with what I have now. I have some more fabric, so maybe I'll make some more for my grandchildren, and hopefully you can adapt this idea to another fabric that you might have in your stash. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.